Picture yourself at 60, 70, or even 90 years old, still striding confidently, tackling stairs with ease, and enjoying a walk in the park with your grandkids. Your feet feel sturdy, your balance is rock solid, and you've got the energy to keep going. That's the kind of vibrant life we all dream of as we age, right? But here's the truth: staying active and mobile as you get older doesn't just happen. It takes a little know how, a touch of effort, and one simple nutrient that can make a world of difference: vitamin D. Today, I'm going to share how vitamin D can keep your feet healthy and strong even into your 90s, with a story that's easy to follow and packed with practical tips you can use right now. Welcome to the Health Revival, your go to place for simple, science backed ways to live your healthiest life, no matter your age. If you're new here, I'm thrilled you're joining us. We're a community of folks who believe getting older doesn't mean slowing down, it means living smarter. So grab a cozy seat, maybe a warm drink, and let's dive into how vitamin D can help you keep your feet strong, your steps steady, and your independence intact as you age. Let me start with a story about my friend Clara. She's 68, loves her garden, and takes her dog, Max, for a walk every morning. A few years back, though, Clara wasn't feeling so spry. Her legs felt like they were made of lead, her feet ached, and she kept getting these pesky muscle cramps at night. She even stumbled a couple of times, which shook her confidence. Clara thought, is this just what aging feels like? But then she visited her doctor, got a blood test, and learned she was very low on vitamin D. That was the turning point. After a few months of making some easy changes, Clara's back to tending her roses and walking Max, with no more cramps and a spring in her step. Stories like Clara's are why I'm so excited to talk about vitamin D today. It's not just a nutrient, it's a key to keeping your body moving and your spirit free. So, why is vitamin D such a big deal for those of us over 60? As we age, our bodies change. Our muscles lose some of their strength, our bones get a bit more fragile, and our balance can feel a little off. These changes make it harder to get around and raise the risk of something scary: falling. Falls are a top cause of injuries for older adults, leading to broken bones, hospital visits, or even losing the ability to live on your own. But vitamin D steps in like a trusty friend, supporting your muscles, bones, and balance to keep you steady. Vitamin D works wonders in your body. First, it keeps your muscles strong. Think of your muscles as the engine that powers your legs and feet. Without enough vitamin D, that engine starts to sputter. You might notice your legs feel weak, or you tire out faster when walking. Over time, this can make it harder to stay balanced, increasing your chances of tripping or falling. Studies show that over 60% of people over 60 are low on vitamin D, and those folks are twice as likely to fall compared to those with healthy vitamin D levels. That's a wake-up call. But vitamin D doesn't stop at muscles. It's also a champion for your bones. It helps your body soak up calcium, the building block for strong bones. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't use calcium properly, which can lead to weaker bones, a condition called osteoporosis, or even fractures. For women over 65, this is especially critical since they're more likely to break a hip, which can turn life upside down. Here's the good news: getting enough vitamin D can cut your risk of a hip fracture by 22%. That's a difference you can feel. Now, let's talk about what happens when you're short on vitamin D. It's sneaky because the signs aren't always obvious at first. You might feel a deep ache in your bones or joints, like a nagging pain you can't pinpoint. Muscle cramps or twitches, especially at night, can be a clue. Some folks notice cuts or bruises take longer to heal, or they're more tired than usual. These are your body's way of saying it needs more vitamin D. If you ignore these signals, things can get worse. Your muscles might weaken further, making it harder to get up from a chair or climb stairs, or you might need help getting around sooner than you'd like. But here's the hopeful part: you can fix this, and it's easier than you think to start feeling better. So what's the reward for making sure you get enough vitamin D? It's a game changer. Research shows that boosting your vitamin D levels can lower your risk of falling by 23%. That's huge when you consider how one fall can change everything. Vitamin D also strengthens your muscles, so you'll walk faster, feel steadier, and find it easier to do everyday things like carrying groceries or playing catch with your grandkids. The benefits kick in quickly. After just 2 weeks of getting enough vitamin D, many people notice fewer cramps and a bit more pep in their step. By 1 month, your legs feel stronger and your balance improves. After 3 months, studies show a 31% lower risk of falling, a 35% boost in muscle strength, and a 40% lower chance of breaking a bone. These are the kinds of results that keep you active and independent for years. Wondering how to get more vitamin D? It's simpler than you might think. There are three main ways: sunlight, food, and supplements. Let's walk through them. First, sunlight. Your body is amazing. It can make vitamin D when your skin catches some rays. All you need is 20 to 30 minutes of sun exposure, 3 to 4 times a week. The best times are morning around 9 to 10 a.m. or late afternoon between 3 and 4 p.m. when the sun's not too intense. You don't need to roast yourself. Just let your arms, legs, or face soak up the light. If you live somewhere with long winters or don't get outside much, don't worry. There are other ways to boost your vitamin D. Next, food. Some foods are packed with vitamin D and taste great. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or tuna are superstars. One serving of salmon can give you nearly all the vitamin D you need for the day. Eggs are another easy pick, especially the yolks, so don't skip them. Milk and cheese often have vitamin D added, and so do some plant-based milks. Mushrooms are a surprising source, especially if they've been sun-dried. Try adding these to your meals a few times a week for a natural vitamin D boost. But here's the deal. For many of us, especially as we age, sunlight and food alone might not cut it. That's where vitamin D supplements come in. Vitamin D3 is the type doctors usually recommend because it matches what your body makes from sunlight. If you're 50 to 70, aim for about 600 IU, international units, daily. Over 70, you might need 800 to 2000 IU, depending on your doctor's advice. A quick tip: take your vitamin D with a meal that has some fat, like avocado, nuts, or olive oil. Vitamin D loves fat, so it absorbs better this way. Here's a bonus trick: pair your vitamin D with magnesium. Magnesium helps vitamin D work its magic by supporting its activation and absorption. You can get magnesium from foods like spinach, almonds, or oatmeal. Think leafy green salads or a handful of nuts as a snack. If you're considering a magnesium supplement, check with your doctor first, but eating magnesium-rich foods is a safe, tasty way to give your vitamin D a boost. How do you know if you're low on vitamin D? The best way is to ask your doctor for a quick blood test. It's simple and shows exactly where your levels stand. If they're low, your doctor can guide you on the right vitamin D dose to get back on track. And here's the key: don't stop once you start. Keeping your vitamin D levels steady is what delivers those long-term benefits, like stronger muscles, healthier bones, and fewer falls. Make it part of your routine, like your morning coffee or evening walk. Let's take a moment to imagine what this could mean for you. Picture yourself a year from now, walking with more confidence, feeling steadier on your feet, and not worrying about stumbling. Maybe you're dancing at a family party or hiking a gentle trail with friends. That's what taking care of your vitamin D levels now can do. It's not a cure-all, but it's pretty close when you see how it supports your feet, legs, and mobility. Before we finish, let me tell you about my neighbor, Ed. He's 82 and still tinkers in his garage fixing up old radios. A while back, Ed started feeling stiff and wobbly, and he worried he'd have to give up his hobby. His doctor checked his vitamin D levels, and they were low. Ed started taking a daily vitamin D supplement, getting a bit more sun, and eating more fish. Now, he's back in his garage, humming along to his favorite tunes, and says he feels 20 years younger. Stories like Ed's remind me it's never too late to make a change. Whether you're 60, 75, or 90, your body is ready to respond to a little TLC. Here's your plan to get started. First, talk to your doctor about checking your vitamin D levels. Second, add some vitamin D-rich foods to your meals, maybe salmon for dinner or eggs for breakfast. Third, take a short walk in the sun a few times a week. Finally, consider a vitamin D3 supplement, especially if your doctor recommends it. Pair it with magnesium-rich foods, and you're setting yourself up for stronger feet, surer steps, and a healthier future. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're inspired to take a small step toward keeping your feet healthy and your body strong with vitamin D. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us share this info with more folks who need it. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and bell so you don't miss any videos from the Health Revival. We're here every week with tips, stories, and science to help you thrive. May God bless you and keep you healthy, strong, and full of joy. See you in the next video. Take care.